This is sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Don't shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Adam Sandler, from me, because we used to be in Saturday Night Live many years ago, the character they're called the copy machine guy, okay. Adam saw how annoyed I got by that, so it's a practical joke, a couple of years later, he calls me up and says, "Hey, Robbie, why don't you come out and do this one line in my new movie, The Water Boy?" I go, "Well, what's the line?" Just come on. So the next morning, I go, "Come on, what's my line? You flew me all the way out here. I want to be able to think about it. What the hell's the line?" He said, "Just say something like, you can do it." Listen like an idiot. I'm out there going, "You can do it. You can do it." I didn't think much about it, A couple of weeks later, I get a call from Adam Sandler laughing. "Hey, it's Adam, buddy. In a couple of days, the Water Boy's gonna come out, and you're not gonna be able to go anywhere without hearing, 'You can do it.'" That's a true story.
That's a true story?
That's a true story, yes. He's been torturing me. Still, we got a new one coming out. The Ridiculous Six in a few days.
The Ridiculous Six.
Just on Netflix, baby.
On Netflix.
Deal with the streaming service. It's in your life.
Rob Schneider.
It's here to stay.
It's interesting you say that because I fought it, Rob.
Did you?
I fought
you
it
had
with,
to give in, didn't you?
Yeah, with music. I didn't want to stream music. I just wanted to download it or buy it in, hardware and just listen to it like I grew up listening to it.
And then what happened?
It started costing me more. So, you know what I mean? So it's cheaper to stream.
Yeah, it's $10, dude.
Yeah, man. And so for you being Netflix, getting on these alternative platforms, man, was it scary? Like, someone who's been on TV, who's been in movies, who's done stand-up.
I'm just happy to still be in show business at this point. I don't think about scary, but I just don't know. I mean, I used to always be about box office and then promoting something months ahead of time. It's like, and now you realize, or at least, weeks ahead of time. And the streaming services, they want to be able to see it as soon as they hear about it. And so it's like, so they said things like, I never heard this before. "We hope we get enough eyes." And I'm like, what? Not about box office, but you want to get eyeballs. It's like, oh my goodness, I never even heard that before.
Yeah.
So I feel like a dinosaur. Absolutely.
You got to get adjusted to the jargon. And here's the thing is, we wouldn't in our wildest dreams think that Rob Schneider would be just happy to be working. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you've done so many movies. You got.
I got to get out of the house.
Got to get out the house.
Yeah.
Have you made it? Like, if you didn't work again a day in your life, would you be financially secure?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'd be fine. I mean, I like working. I mean, I'm not doing anything I don't want to do anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I like working, and my wife has a credit card, and we have a nice house. And she likes to drive a nice car. I mean, like my daughter likes to eat good food. So it's like, at a certain point, you got to keep something coming in, baby. You know what I mean?
What are some of the things that you said
that she likes to buy? Well, my wife likes bags. She loves this Louis Vuitton guy.
Yeah.
If I meet this Neiman Marcus guy, I'm gonna punch him in the head.
He's a fancy dude. But I was going to say, like, different roles or just different projects that you maybe had to do but didn't want to do.
Well, there's been a few of those. Sometimes you do something to make it well, I'll do those two so that I get this other thing. And those never work out. That's a good question, though. You just have to, at the end of the day, it would be nice if you only did stuff that you were excited about. But sometimes it's a business, too.
Yeah.
And so you have to think about it that way. But it was nice to do this TV show, Real Rob, with my buddy Jamie Lissow over there.
Is that Jimmy over here?
Jamie's over there, yeah.
James.
We wrote it together.
How you doing, bro?
We wrote it together, and it was like, this is something I love, and I just want to do. And I wrote it with my wife, and I said, well, let's just put you in it. I wrote it with Jamie. Let's just put you in it. And we paid for it ourselves, so we could do whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
And Netflix was nice enough to buy the show and to put it on. But I'm really excited, and I love it. And it takes a lot of energy, and I don't know if 5 years from now I'd do the same thing, but I like it. It was good, and at the end of the day, it's like you got to go for it, and we enjoyed it.
It's a series on Netflix.
Yeah, it's a series. We wrote it. It's based on a lot of stuff that really happened to me in my life, I really did hit a pedestrian on Sunset Boulevard.
Okay.
He's fine, but I thought he was dead. And it's one of those things in the back of your mind, you always think, if I kill somebody, could I ever get over it? And I got out of the car, I went over and I looked at the guy, well, I can get over that.
Did you contemplate driving off?
No. I mean, I never did. I said, well, I'm going to get out and see if I kill this guy. But luckily, he was a drunk pedestrian with a beer can. I thought that was his head. It was the beer that made the noise. And the police came, because it was in Hollywood, they were more concerned about how I was doing. Mr. Schneider, are you okay?
Yeah.
When you hit a pedestrian, it's very stressful. Would you like to sit down? Would you like some water? Well, we'll give you an escort. They escorted me home. They were way nicer to me than the guy who ran over.
Really? They escorted you home?
Yes, exactly. And the ambulance came. They didn't give a shit about the guy. But it's okay. They cared about me.
They cared about you.
Because I'm famous and I deserve it. More than the guy hit.
But Hollywood is like that. What you always got police perks? You had any other?
Oh, yes. Of course I do.
Yeah.
I was going 105. I just bought a brand new Porsche just about 15 years ago.
You just done it.
A brand new turbo Porsche. And I was a friend of mine's a race car driver, and he was driving it, Terry Grimm. He drives antique race cars. And so he was driving this thing of 115 miles an hour and then slowed down to about 105. We got pulled over by the Highway Patrol in California. And the guy said, if you just take a picture with me, I'll let you go.
Wow.
And I said, and my friend looked at me and said, man, you must really be famous. And I went like, well, yeah, I got a new movie coming out, but like, I guarantee that wouldn't happen right now. But at the time, it's like, you know what? So what? It's a perk. I'll take it.
Take that perk, man. Rob Schneider is here.
Hey, Rob, how you doing? I'm DB. I actually watched the series. And
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Somebody in here watched the series. You didn't watch shit, I'm finding out.
You can tell, right?
You didn't watch anything. Somebody actually...
I saw Jamie walk in. I remember him playing kind of the dumbass assistant, so I was excited to see him too. And,
he's great, isn't he?
Yeah, he's funny. I mean, like, you got your stalker who helps you out because he just can't do anything.
Just it, you know, I mean... You have my stalker is like was better than my assistant. That was the whole fun of the thing because he knew where my schedule was. My assistant didn't. That was the fun.
But he played. You said the dumb. You just called him a dumbass.
I mean, he was pretty incompetent.
Come on, Jamie, come over here. Explain yourself. They just called you dumb. Now explain that.
Dumbass.
But thank you. Did you like the show?
I did. I mean, you got your family in it. You got Jamie in it. Write it, and so
yeah. Well, every day they would give me a sheet of paper. It didn't even have lines on it. It would just say "Be yourself." And I would just be really dumb every day.
No, we wrote it together.
You do that pretty well.
Jamie did a great job, but it's fun, you know, because I really did have an assistant who it was my own fault. I had a shitty assistant at the time, and he was a really good guy, but he wasn't an assistant. He was my friend, and I made him become my assistant. So it's like he just wasn't organized, which means I wasn't organized at all.
All right, I have another question. Did you make your actual assistant take a vasectomy like he did for you in the series?
Damn, what's going on in real Rob? Shit.
He did, but it was a little different. But he did get a vasectomy because I wanted to see what it was like.
Vicariously.
But he didn't have kids, so it was kind of messed up.
So that really happened.
But Jamie, actually, you don't have one yet, huh?
What, a vasectomy?
Did you get a vasectomy?
No, I have 3
But
kids.
he might get one for the next one, for the next show, next season 2.
You would do that, Jamie?
Oh,
for the show, for his career?
For the sake of art?
He's
I
got
have
3
children.
kids. He doesn't need
that's
one
a lot.
I would do it just for the free time.
So, DB, what else did you like about the...
Yeah,
this,
tell me.
your-
Since you didn't watch the show, jeez.
Well, the fact
listen,
that
Rob, I didn't lie about it, though.
That's true.
I did not, because people pretend like they
Respect.
watched it, you know, and I knew that my guy watched it.
That was the thing is I knew as soon as I came in here that you absolutely did not watch it. So
Yeah.
you're honest. That
I'm
way.
honest. I'm not, but I will watch
You're
it.
honest in your fact that you didn't watch the show. No, but you'll watch. It's good.
But I'm going to watch the show, and I'm being honest about that.
Well, that's nice.
Because you need eyes.
But tell me more about the show.
right.
I need eyeballs.
You need eyeballs.
Both of yours.
Both of my eyeballs.
I'm just curious because your wife is in it, and it's almost like she's done comedy before because her timing is great and everything.
Oh, thank you. See someone who actually watches the show. Thank you for taking the time to do that.
Hey, no problem.
That's very nice
I'm
of
a
you.
fan of yours, man. You know, I
That's
wouldn't
really
make
nice.
you sign a bootleg Blu-ray of your movie either. But I wanted to ask
Well,
that
somebody did come up to me. I mean, my wife, thank you. She did a good job in the show, and she's a beautiful lady. And I said, we can get somebody else. She said, hire somebody else. I said, no, I wanted her to do it because she's terrific. And I just I've been around a long time. I've had a lot of success, but I was happy for her that she could have an opportunity to do something if she wants it. And it turns out she doesn't really want it. I made her do it. But, you know, I said, you might have fun with it. You know, and it's like I was happy for her, and I'm happy for Jamie more than myself because and hopefully something good can come from it.
I was wondering, just being the fact that you do have, you know, your family and your friends working with you in this series, would you ever consider doing reality TV because it's practically almost the same thing?
Well, I think, you know, it's like I look at that as like improv. I don't want to pay to see improv. I would like to, because you can come up with some good shit, but most of it's like, even if it's a guy like Robin Williams, you know, who I saw do improv for many, many, many years in San Francisco. He was about 10% monster great stuff, 90% miss. And he's a genius. So it's like I want to see people work out the improv and then put that stuff together, like just what we did. Like Jamie and I, we'd write episodes. My wife and I couldn't write together because we're both, you know, pig-headed people. But so she would write with Jamie, and Jamie would write with me, and then we'd write the 3 of us together. And we'd have some decent ideas for stuff, and then try to please each other, and then we come up with some good shit. We try aggressively to be funny, which I think will piss off some of the critics, but like, I don't give a fuck. I wanted to do something that I thought was funny.
Yeah, you put your money into it, fucking right.
Yeah, but did you laugh?
I did laugh. I was watching it all day yesterday. So
Oh, thank you. That's great.
I binge watched the whole thing.
Somebody
Oh,
watched the show.
thank you. I appreciate somebody watched the
the
show
show.
right here in your booth.
In my boob. But that's his job. So.
Oh, that's good.
He's
Well,
gonna get a vasectomy right after the show.
I appreciate you actually watching the show because that's and it's fun. You know, you kind of get into the rhythm of it, and like it's true though because the downsides of being famous too is like people. Because I'm famous, or they think you have money and they charge you way more.
Yeah.
My wife says, "Look, we have some people coming to work on the fence. I don't want you in the house at all," because she knows the price will go up like another $1,000 for that.
That's true, right? That's
yeah,
true.
somebody comes, they say, "Oh, he's got the money."
I hate when FedEx guys come to my door. It's like, oh shit, damn, But that's true. People charge you more. You try to get a contractor, painter in your home, and they see you. And I worked on them. I work on MTV. Like it ain't no real money shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Yeah, but still, though, for the average person sees is like he's rich.
He's thinking rich, right?
But like, this is a true story. Also, in episode 4, we did like some guy. My assistant at the time, God bless him. But I had a fish and I threw it in the toilet, and one of the Jade Buddha came out and got stuck in there. And the guy came over, saw the pictures on the wall, and said, like, to Rob Schneider, said he wanted to get the Buddha out of the toilet, $2,500.
Oh, my God.
And I said, $2,500 for what? He said, well, you got to take the toilet off, and you got to break the seal, you got to get a new toilet. Why don't you get a new seal? And he said this to me, I wish I could.
Whoa.
And then he said, well, how's this $2,500? Well, you're going to have to get a new sink. And I went like, a new sink? What's wrong with the sink? He said, well, you're going to want it to match, right? It's going to look weird. You get a new toilet, doesn't match the sink. And I went, get out of my house. And I told my assistant, get somebody to fix this for under $1,000.
Yeah.
And then my wife said, $1,000? Are you nuts? She went next door to a construction site. They were working on the house. She got 3 Mexicans. She says, I got my people. I got them to do it for $40 and 3 sandwiches.
Wow.
And that's a true story.
That's a true. And the Donald Trump trying to kick them out.
Exactly. These people are working. They're working their asses off, these people.
For sandwiches. Yeah, that's dope.
For sandwiches.
Rob Schneider is here. I'm opening up the phone lines. 888-742-3345. Give us a call.
I want this to be more real, I mean, I think the audiences really want to see that these days, and I'm not afraid to show that part of my life. Especially now with my young family.
What is that guy doing out there?
Huh? That's my stalker.
How did he get on the lot? Call security.
He drove me here.
You know your stalker.
Yeah, he's my stalker, but he actually, I needed a ride. He's very...
Rob, thanks for coming in.
Well, that was, this is based on Adam Sandler had a stalker across the street from him in Malibu. It was a woman who thought, she was a crazy person, obviously, but she thought she was married to him, I swear to God. Wow. And Adam is the sweetest guy, and he felt bad for her. He'd go out and bring her coffee in the morning. Are you doing okay? Do you need anything? And I was like, we were telling her, Adam, she's nuts. Get away. What is she trying to kill you? You have kids. Get this person out of here. Yeah. And but he's that's just who he is. He's like, can I get you coffee? You want anything? And she's like, you're my husband. And I was like, dude, you can't be nice to this person. You have to be like, you can't be around it. It's not safe. And so he finally, called somebody. But like, I thought that was a funny ass
hilarious thing. I thought it was funny when the person asked, do you have to play yourself?
What's funny? That really happened to me. I swear to God. I wrote this movie and I got it. I did Home Alone 2, which is like, it's nice that it plays every year on, I've never told the story.
Nice tip.
I've never told the story publicly, and I'll tell it right now for the first time. I did this with Chris Columbus in Home Alone 2. It was really nice whenever. And then I wrote this movie and I gave it to Chris Columbus, who's the director. Very nice guy. I thought was a nice guy. And I gave it to him and he said, it's really good. Look, can I have one question? Yeah. Do you have to star in it? And I went like, do I have to star in it? No, how about you star in it? I'll fucking direct it. You kidding me? I fucking wrote this. What do you think, you motherfucker?
Damn.
And I never talked to him ever again. I never spoke to him again after that. I never told that publicly, but I don't mind telling it now.
Okay, we're gonna make it go viral.
Okay.
All right, Rob Schneider beef. The series is called Real Rob. It's on Netflix. You can check it out now. 888-742-3345. We're gonna go to Vermont. We have Ken on the line. Ken, what up?
Ken.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing all right. Say hello to Rob and Jamie, the dumbass assistant.
You don't even need to watch the show to know that.
I know that. I can feel it. All right.
Rob, I wanted to hear your opinion on, do you remember South Park did a skit on...
Yeah.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on that?
I was so flattered that they would take the time in one of their episodes to make fun of me. Are you kidding? Who do they make fun of?
Good to know. I know.
I mean, it's like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Cruise.
Kanye.
Mel Gibson. I mean, if you think about it, it's pretty good. You have to think outside of like Like, that's very cool. When I got the phone call that they made fun of me, it was my head writer from The Simpsons says, dude, it's funny. And he said this to me. He said, I think they were too nice to you. And I think they were being too delicate, and they could have been meaner. And I think because they're nice guys, and they they hit me, but they didn't hit me as hard as they could. Like, what they did to like Michael Jackson's face falling apart.
Oh, that was
but and it was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
So I mean, I was so flattered that they would actually take the time to like make fun of anything I did. I you know what? I'm worried that they haven't made fun of me since. I hope I can do something again. They can make fun of me again. But those guys, honestly, like Book of Mormon is the greatest play of this century. It was so funny, and I'm glad those guys have their own studio now, and they're going to make some interesting stuff. They're brilliant guys, and I was really one of the real flattering things that's ever happened to me was them making fun of me.
Hey,
good to know. Good to know.
Thanks for your call, Ken. You're a citizen.
Let's swing them on it.
Tavin is in Baltimore. Go ahead. Say hello to Rob Schneider.
Hey, what up, Rob? What up, Sway?
What up, man? Taven, my bad.
I actually called when Rick Springfield was there. I called him a hater for the lyrics in Jesse's Girl.
Why is that? Why? Which one was bugging you?
No, Jesse's Girl.
Well, which lyric was getting to you?
Well, he didn't like the concept of the song because the song is about somebody else's girl.
But it was hilarious, though.
Yeah. And so,
okay.
Somebody trying to steal somebody else's girl. Like if I had a crush on your wife or something.
Oh, okay. That is creepy.
Robbie.
That's kind of like, but like even that Sting song,
Yeah.
I'll be watching you. It's creepy now.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was like, oh, we love that. It's such a romantic song. It's a stalker. It's a stalker. It's a guy who's going to probably kill his girlfriend. And, but like but it's funny. Sting is like evolved to the place he doesn't like that song. But John Lennon also had a song like Little Girl.
Yeah.
Basically it was about, being jealous about a girl. If you watch this other guy again, you're going to regret it,
That's pedophilia.
It'll be the last thing you ever do.
Yeah.
And he also regretted that he ever wrote that song. So as an artist, you evolve. I regret Deuce Bigalow too. You see, as an artist, no, I'm just kidding. No, I like that movie. It's just not all of it. Some of the scenes are great. It's just, you try to make a movie that's a movie, and sometimes it's like you try your best, and then like some of the jokes were better than the movie itself. So it's just one of those weird things that happens. But I'm just saying, like, so yeah, you do kind of evolve as an artist, hopefully.
Okay,
does that have nothing to do with what the hell you're saying?
Yeah. I think you put him to sleep, Rob.
I'm sorry, buddy.
He just disappeared right there.
I apologize. Did you have a question about Rick Springfield? I'll talk to him for you.
He's over, man.
He's gone already?
Yeah, we already hung him up, Rob.
I'm glad he got to call in for the same question twice.
Yeah, right? Yeah, well,
I felt good about
Rick came on, and he
looks good, doesn't he?
Looks awesome, man.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Same like Wayne Brady. You were saying Wayne doesn't age.
Wayne doesn't age. That's one of those things. Some guys that look so good and they drop dead one day. I thought he looked good.
Yeah.
What the,
Oh my gosh.
Rob Schneider.
I'm kidding. Wayne, you're fine. You're going to live to be at least 50.
People may not realize El King is your daughter, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I have a daughter who's in entertainment. She's a senior in high school.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and I'm watching her evolve, and I'm learning that my opinion means less and less to her.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how do you deal with that?
She doesn't ask me questions about anything. And if I try to say something, she goes, Dad, I have my own people. And I'm like, do you have your own people? Good Lord.
Wow.
But I'm happy for her. No, but she did it on her own. I'm happy for her. She's got her own thing going, and God bless her. And like, I just want her to be able to save some of that money because you have good years, and I've been in this business 30 years.
Yeah.
You got good years and you have less good years. And you just want to, have some a little bit put away so that you're, you don't have to do, and now Frankie Flappy, and with guest starring Rob Schneider as the Waffle Boy. It's like some things you don't want to have to do.
Would you work with her? Would you collaborate with her?
Only if she wanted to do something, but she's doing it all on her own. And being a kid of a famous person is not fun.
It's not fun.
As your daughter is soon going to find out.
Well, I'm glad you consider me famous, Rob Schneider. Thank you.
So good. Well, yeah, we are. So, but relatively. But the thing about it is, but it is even. It doesn't matter. It's like it's just the fact that her kids know you.
Yeah,
that's different than your daughter's feelings about her kids' parents.
Yeah.
So that's automatically a weird little dynamic.
Yeah, it is. Especially fathers, daughters.
So she's going to have to deal with that. And who's her real friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my daughter had to deal with that. So I really respect that she's doing this on her own, and she didn't want to have to deal with that at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Well, thanks, man. I'm just listening to you, taking advice, because as my daughter's going to college
I'm
next
here
year.
for you. When we go on the air, we'll talk about other stuff. But I'm
Okay.
glad this is going good.
All right, absolutely. Rob Schneider, man, thanks for coming by,
Thank
man.
you.
Man,
Thank you,
come back.
Sway.
And
Pleasure.
listen, I want to tell everybody, watch this. Go to Netflix, Real Rob. That's the name of the show. I'm going to binge watch it this weekend.
Let me know what you think. Talk about it next week. Thank you. And thanks for watching
And
it.
I promise you I will.
All right, thank
I'm
you.
a man of my word.
Thank you so
you're
much.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to talk about it. He's going to make sure of it. Jamie, you're not so dumb.
Thank you, buddy. And if Wayne Brady does drop dead, we'll say how good he looked today.
Damn! All right, this L King. Up next, we got John Boyega. He's the new lead in Star Wars.
Playing Finn.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
Stormtrooper.
That's huge.
That's big, right?
Jeez.
That's up next. Sway in the morning.
It's Sway in the morning. Only
On Shea 45.
Kilo.